I've been combing the country to find Canada's best cornbread. Corn stalking, if you will. And I found it here in Tabor, Alberta.
My name is Candace Gibb. We are in Tabor, Alberta. We're out on a farm just outside of town. I am a mother of two. I've got two little boys. They're 3 and 1, and my husband works as a lawyer in town, and I get to stay home and raise the kids.
Is Tabor corn really the best in the whole world?
Well, I haven't tasted all the corn in the whole world, but I think so. I'm a little bit of a corn snob.
What is the recipe you're teaching us to make today?
This is a cornbread recipe. I got it from a friend actually a few years ago up in Edmonton, and it's really not anything fancy. It's pretty straightforward.
You're being really humble because you're leaving out the fact that you won an award for this. Is that right?
Yeah, last year I found out just last year that they do a cornbread bake-off at the Corn Fest here in Tabor, and so I decided to sign up for it, and I won somehow. They give you $100, so I was excited. Went shopping after. But
you got really nice corn holders.
Yeah, something like that. So the first thing I do is you need to let the cornmeal soak for a little bit in milk. So I take 1 cup of cornmeal and 2 cups of milk, and I just stick them in a separate bowl and let them soak while I'm mixing the rest of the ingredients together, and then I add that in last. It just sort of allows the cornmeal to soften up a bit. It's pretty grainy and pretty tough, and so it just sort of softens it a bit before you add it to everything else and bake it.
Cool.
Okay, the second step is you take your butter and you melt it in the microwave beforehand, and you mix it with your sugar and your eggs, and you just take an electric hand mixer and beat them up till they're good and mixed.
Do you ever sing "Beat It" while you do that?
No. Maybe I should. Maybe my cornbread would taste better. So the next step is you take your flour, your baking powder, and your salt, and you add those to your wet ingredients. So you add it to your butter, your sugar, and your egg mixture, and just beat that up until it's good and mixed. Your very last step will be to take the milk and the cornmeal mixture and add that to everything and just give it a good mixing.
So now we have this beautiful runny cornbread soup, and if you don't want to eat it like that, what do you do?
So you need to take your 9x13 pan and grease it beforehand so it doesn't stick, and you just pour your batter in and stick it in the oven at 350 for 40 to 45 minutes until a toothpick comes out clean, and then it's done.
And do you usually serve it directly in the pan?
No, usually I'll cut it up into little squares and serve it with some honey or butter if it's not a dessert.
Do your kids like this?
Mm-hmm, they love it.
Well, as you can see, all generations love this cornbread, and I just want to say thank you so much, Candace, for sharing your recipe with us. And don't worry, guys, I'm not going to make some corny joke now. For Canada.com, I'm Reb Stevenson.